Bread is one of the oldest prepared foods, with a history that dates back thousands of years. Our journey begins in the prehistoric era, where early humans made simple flatbreads from wild grains and water. Archaeological evidence from around 14,000 years ago in the Natufian region of modern-day Jordan reveals ancient flatbreads cooked on hot stones, marking the very beginnings of bread making. As humans transitioned from hunter-gatherers to settled agricultural societies around 10,000 BCE, the cultivation of grains like wheat and barley became more prevalent. The ancient Egyptians are often credited with refining bread-making techniques. Around 3000 BCE, they discovered the process of fermentation, possibly by accident. This discovery led to the production of leavened bread, which was softer and more palatable than the dense, flat varieties. The Egyptians baked their bread in clay ovens, and it became a staple of their diet, symbolizing sustenance and life itself. In ancient Mesopotamia, bread was also a crucial part of daily life. The Sumerians and Babylonians used a variety of grains, including barley, emmer, and einkorn, to create different types of bread. These breads were often flavored with ingredients like honey, fruits, and seeds, showcasing an early appreciation for diverse flavors. The Greeks and Romans took bread making to new heights. The Greeks developed a variety of bread types, including plain, spiced, and even cakes. Bread became a central part of the Greek diet, often consumed with olive oil, cheese, and wine. The Romans, influenced by the Greeks, expanded their bread repertoire significantly. They established public bakeries, and bread became a symbol of civilization and culture. The Roman Empire's extensive road networks and trade routes facilitated the spread of bread-making techniques throughout Europe. In medieval Europe, bread continued to be a dietary staple, but its quality varied greatly. The type of bread consumed often depended on one's social status. The wealthy enjoyed fine white bread made from sifted wheat flour, while the poor had to make do with coarser, darker bread made from barley, rye, or oats. Bread was baked in communal ovens, and it was often used as a plate, known as a trencher, to hold other foods. The Renaissance period brought significant advancements in bread making. The introduction of more refined milling techniques allowed for the production of finer flours, leading to lighter and more varied types of bread. In France, bread was considered so essential that laws were enacted to regulate its price and quality. This period also saw the rise of specialized bread-making guilds, which ensured high standards in the craft. As we move into the 18th and 19th centuries, the Industrial Revolution transformed bread making once again. The invention of mechanical milling and baking equipment made it possible to produce bread on a large scale. White bread became the preferred choice for many, symbolizing purity and modernity. However, the industrialization of bread also led to a decline in nutritional quality. The refining process removed many of the natural nutrients found in whole grains, resulting in bread that was less nutritious. The 20th century introduced even more changes to bread production. The advent of commercial yeast, bleached flour, and preservatives allowed for the mass production of bread that stayed fresh for longer periods. This convenience came at a cost, as the nutritional content of bread continued to decline. Processed white bread became ubiquitous in supermarkets, often containing added sugars and chemicals to improve texture and shelf life. In contrast, traditional breads made from whole grains, sourdough starters, and natural fermentation processes retained their nutritional value. These breads were rich in fiber, vitamins, and minerals, providing essential nutrients that modern processed breads often lack. The resurgence of interest in artisanal and homemade breads in recent years reflects a growing awareness of the benefits of traditional bread-making methods. Bread's rich history extends across many cultures, each contributing unique styles and techniques to its evolution. In the Middle East, for instance, flatbreads like pita and lavash have been staple foods for centuries. These breads, often baked in traditional clay ovens called tandoors, are known for their versatility and are used to scoop up stews, dips, and other dishes. In India, bread takes on many forms, from the fluffy naan baked in tandoors to the unleavened chapati and roti, which are cooked on a flat griddle called a tava. These breads are integral to Indian cuisine, often served alongside curries and lentils. The diversity of Indian breads reflects the country's rich culinary heritage and regional variations. Moving to East Asia, we find steamed breads and buns that are a cornerstone of Chinese cuisine. Mantu, a type of steamed bun, can be found in various forms, from plain buns to those filled with sweet or savory ingredients. In Japan, bread or pan was introduced by Portuguese traders in the 16th century. Over time, the Japanese adapted bread to their tastes, creating unique varieties like anpan, sweet red bean buns, and melon pan, sweet bread with a crisp cookie crust. In Europe, each region boasts its own distinctive breads. France is renowned for its baguettes and croissants, symbols of French culinary excellence. These breads, often made with high-quality ingredients and precise techniques, have become iconic worldwide. Italy offers a variety of breads, from the airy focaccia to the dense ciabatta, each with its own history and regional significance. German bread culture is equally rich, with an array of hearty, grainy breads like pumpernickel and rye, reflecting the country's agricultural practices and preferences. The Americas have also developed their own bread traditions. In Mexico, tortillas made from corn or wheat are a staple, used in a myriad of dishes from tacos to quesadillas. Native American cultures have their own bread, such as fry bread, which has historical roots and cultural significance. In the United States, the diverse population has led to a melting pot of bread styles, from Southern cornbread to New York's famous bagels. The rise of modern bread-making techniques in the 20th century brought convenience and consistency, but also led to a decline in traditional methods. However, a growing movement towards artisanal and homemade bread has emerged in recent years. This movement emphasizes natural ingredients, long fermentation processes, and traditional techniques aiming to restore the nutritional value and flavor of bread. Sourdough bread, for example, has gained immense popularity. Made with a natural starter of flour and water, sourdough undergoes a slow fermentation process that enhances its flavor and nutritional profile. This method predates commercial yeast and offers benefits such as improved digestibility and a lower glycemic index. Another modern innovation is the use of alternative grains and flours. Ancient grains like spelt, einkorn, and emmer are being reintroduced into bread recipes, offering a wider range of nutrients and flavors. Gluten-free breads made with flours from rice, almond, and coconut cater to those with gluten sensitivities and have expanded the diversity of available bread options. Nutritionally, traditional breads made from whole grains are superior to many modern processed breads. Whole grain breads retain the bran and germ of the grain, providing fiber, vitamins, and minerals essential for health. In contrast, processed white bread often lacks these nutrients due to the refining process that removes the most nutritious parts of the grain. The resurgence of interest in nutritious artisanal bread aligns with broader trends towards healthy eating and sustainability. Many people are turning to home baking, exploring sourdough starters, and experimenting with different grains. This return to traditional methods reflects a desire for food that is both wholesome and flavorful. In addition to home baking, the rise of local bakeries and community-supported agriculture has revitalized the bread-making industry. These small-scale operations often prioritize quality, sustainability, and connection to local food systems, offering an alternative to mass-produced bread. The history of bread is a testament to human ingenuity and adaptability. From ancient flatbreads to modern innovations, bread has continually evolved to meet the needs and tastes of different cultures. As we look to the future, the ongoing interest in traditional and nutritious bread-making practices promises to keep this ancient food relevant and beloved for generations to come.